Let's go to Rod, who's an Everton fan. All right, Rod.
All right, Rod.
Hi, guys. I just think that was awful. The attitude's worry, confidence is gone. But I still like the last guy. I think it's personnel 90% of this. You know, I would be bringing Bellingham in as 8 and bring Foden inside, and then you can play Gordon and Palmer. But, I mean, Southgate's got to see this as his last tournament. We're going out, as things stand, by miles. And I don't understand why he doesn't just roll the dice. You know, he should just go for it. And no one's going to blame him if he has a go. But if we, Calvin Phillips, we don't need to replace Calvin Phillips. I mean, if that's the question he's asking, we're going to go nowhere because that's ridiculous. He needs to be playing exciting football and we should enjoy it.
He just remembers, actually, if you remember, I'm pretty sure you do, actually, those two, the partnership between the pair of them was good in the Euros. You know, it worked. It naturally just worked. And it feels like he's been trying to find the next looky-likey of Calvin Phillips. You know, the DNA. That's why Trent's in there. But Trent don't play. There's so much that's wrong. And he's making, for me, there's so many of those decisions that they're becoming more and more glaringly obvious the longer the game goes on. You know, it becomes bigger. He's
just not getting the best out of the players that he's got at his disposal. Like, all right, 2 years ago, like Calvin Phillips was there, he was playing well. We played a 4-2-3-1. It worked. But now it's changed. You've got to play a different system. Play 4-1, 4-1, 4-3-3. Just play Declan Rice sitting on his own. Play Bellingham and Foden in there, playing higher up the pitch. Put Gordon on the left, Saka on the right. Do something different. You're leaving anyway, Southgate. You're gone anyway. And at the moment, we've lost hope.
Jay, he's not going to play a 4-1-4-1.
Why?
No, because he's not.
Why?
No, Jay, don't fall out with me.
I know, but why?
Don't raise your voice at me.
Why?
Don't raise your voice at me.
It's ridiculous.
Right, so he's going to play a 4-2-3-1.
He wants Calvin Phillips back.
Don't make me laugh.
Someone tell this idiot.
Don't stop. Right, I'm with Rod. I said to you last night before. I would play Bellingham deep alongside Rice. I would put Foden in his natural 10. And I would put Gordon. Gordon gives you legs, gives you energy. I would continue with Saka, although I have to say, very disappointed that Cole Palmer didn't make an appearance tonight. I think that if the game was crying out for a little bit of creativity, a little bit of something fresh, then the game... I mean, look, he's rolled the dice. He changed his front three, mate. Whenever a manager does that, you know it's going badly. You don't change your front three.
Change your front three and he puts on Eze and Bowen when you've got Anthony Gordon and Cole Palmer sat there. They must be scratching their head thinking, any danger, Gaffer? Like, am I invisible? Yeah, seriously.
I thought Bellingham
Cole Palmer must feel like Bart Simpson right now, you know, and the one who he just crawls back into the hedge. Like, it goes missing. Like, seriously, he must think, am I here? Is there any pointless of me being here? It's a joke.
I don't know. I just can't make a case to how this is going to turn good. It's turning bad, and it's turning bad at a rapid rate of knots.
I mean, really and truthfully, mate, last 4 England results, stinking, really. Iceland was a shocker.
Second half against Bosnia.
Bosnia was awful.
Putrid.
And in the 2 games in the Euros, we stunk the gaff out. We got 4 points. God knows how. We've got 4 points, but they've been awful performances. The last 4 England performances have been terrible.
But we played against Bosnia and Iceland in preparation for teams that play like we've played in the last 2 games. That's the whole point of it. That was why we did it.
I think he's lost the plot. I think he's lost the dressing room. Like, you know,
I'm trying.
Looking at the players, honestly.
I don't want...
We drew in North Macedonia, lost... to Brazil, good drew with Belgium, beat Bosnia, but was shocking. Lost to Iceland.
That's terrible.
The only team we've beat leading up to this tournament is Malta.
Good team then, by the way.
Seriously. I
don't know how
we've gone to pot.
But, you know, so we're going to qualify probably top of the group, right? So
we have to draw.
Right.
Yeah, we have to draw, and Denmark need to draw.
What if we finish third?
We could finish third. We technically could finish third. So, but we need to top the group. We have to top the group. Come on, mate. It's the easiest group in the whole tournament.
By the way, Billy, the AP there said England played the 2 worst games so far. England have been involved in absolute stinkers.
No, it's awful. And let's go to Wayne. He's an Arsenal fan. All right, Wayne?
How's it going, boys? You doing all right?
Yeah, how are you, Wayne?
Yeah, not too bad. Just want to start off by saying absolute terrible tonight. But that's
what,
the
us?
England, not you boys.
What
That's
else?
the England, not you boys. But look, at the end of the day, the last two tournaments, we drew the first game. We won the first game, drew the second, and they've gone on to have the best two tournaments of my lifetime. I think it's too early to panic. Yeah, we've all got our own views on what he should be doing and how he should be doing it. I've got my own view, but I do believe we can't panic yet.
I understand what you're saying. I get it. But I just can't see a performance from this group of players right now and the team that he's playing. Like, he's so stubborn. It's almost like ignorance from Gareth Southgate.
Do you want to hear my starting lineup?
I mean, go on then.
So you got your back four, you got your keeper. Any way round that they do that, but
Hold on. You can't just say that. You said one of your team. You could.
I'd go with the same back four as tonight.
Okay, come.
I'd have Declan Rice as a holding midfielder sat in front of them, not box to box, holding midfielder, pinging the balls about like he can do.
Yeah.
In front of him, I would have Foden and Bellingham. Yeah. Kane in front with them, with Saka on the right and Gordon on the left.
I know, but the whole
You look at Spain tonight.
I know.
They went for it, and absolutely, that's the way you've got to play football.
I know, but Wayne, the whole nation's saying this. The whole nation's saying this team, but he won't do it because he's so stubborn and he's so defensive-minded that he wants to play two sitters. So we're all trying to
much pressure on them playing the way they do for their club. We've got to start sitting there and saying, well, if Foden's going to play in that role, then Declan Rice has to go back to doing what he did at West Ham, which is holding, pinging the ball and running the show from there, not getting on the end of the box. He should be doing what Trent's been doing tonight.
It does. That's part of his job.
But I think he was a bit frightened. I think the reason he wanted to play two holding midfielders because he was worried about the back four. But Mark Gay and John Stones have been brilliant.
Against Denmark, I understand that against Spain. I understand that against Germany, but not in the group stages.
He's got to do something different on Tuesday. He can't go with this. When we heard last night, Jay, that the same lineup is going to be played, we all did a bit of a head in hands. Great. And he's changed the front three. He gone of Kane.
He took Trent off after 53 minutes.
He's got to learn something from that. There has to be a different approach. There's no point taking the squad of players unless you try something different, because that tonight, I don't know what I watched. Honestly, it was terrible. It was so bad. It was bad, mate. I know. It was.
Listen, we watched Spain-Italy, right? Great game. Spain, they went 1-0 up. And you know what I thought? I'm going to watch Spain now for the next 10 minutes to see how they react to going in front. Yeah. Right? Because that's England's problem, is when we actually go in front. Spain, as soon as the whistle went, they went straight after it again, like it was 0-0. Like they were losing the game.
Right.
Straight back on the ball.
Right. I don't believe for 1 second that when we took the 1-goal lead after 11 minutes or whatever it was, Southgate's saying to them, sit on it. I don't believe that.
No, but it's
there is a fear about the players.
Fear, yeah.
There is a fear. It's fear football. I mean, it's cowardice at times. It's honestly, there's no bravery. There's no leadership. You're watching a group of talented footballers go 1-0 up and shrink. Explain that to me.
Well, they're
shrinking.
The pressure of playing for England is getting to them.
But Jay, they go 1-0 up and they hide. It should be when you take a lead, there's a confidence. Right, we got a lead. Can we get on the? It's after 11 minutes, mate. It's not after sometimes after 71 minutes you take the lead. There's a little bit looking at the clock thinking, right, the game's won. Can we hold? Not 11 minutes, mate.
No, I know, mate, but this is what happens every time we watch England play.
I don't believe Southgate's behind it. I genuinely don't think Southgate says, if we take a lead early, sit on it. I don't believe those words leave his lips.
We come up against the top side, who are going to have possession and keep the ball and move the ball and play with intensity. We will get buried. Simple as that, mate. We're miles off it. I don't care what anyone says.
There's a fear about the way we play. There's no leaders. We go into our shell. We hide. I don't see Saka hiding when he's playing for Arsenal. Kane playing for Munich. Rice doing what he does. Bellingham doing what he does. Where do these players turn into shrinking violets? What happens? Something mentally goes wrong with these players
because
when
they
we
haven't
take
got
the
the
lead.
manager and they ain't got the coaching staff. Got
right,
Steve
fine.
Holland there, sat on his hands,
what about,
saying nothing.
But Jay, come on,
doing nothing. Full of yes men.
Jay, come
yes
on, matey.
Men.
Those players on the pitch, Jay. Those players on the pitch have been in positions when they've been playing for Arsenal, Man City, whoever.
Yeah,
and they take the lead in the big
on
game.
The sideline going mad. Saying, go and get the ball. Go and press. Jurgen Klopp, Pep going mad. Go and win the ball.
Yeah, but Southgate's not told them to sit back. I don't believe that. Something's gone wrong. There's a mentality problem. There's something. We watch it happen, Jay. Literally in front of our eyes. We take the lead, and it's almost like they lose a foot in height. They lose their confidence. They lose a yard of pace. Lose their energy. Lose their zip. You watch them literally.
Because they don't believe in the manager.
But it's drained out of them. Something's happened, mate.
Don't believe in the manager.
Right. It's not right. Something's not right. It's
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.